Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Mania True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout 4 Automatron, where I'm mysteriously and suddenly surrounded by robots indeed. Last time, let's kind of not focus on anything but the important stuff. I turned Crispy into a giant rhinoceros, stegosaurus, Robot Wars house robot in hot pink and fell slightly in love with her. And today, we're taking her after the third Robobrain and seeing where that takes us afterwards. So, let's head right back up to the little satellite array by Fort Hagen. So, back downstairs in the hangar that we were at the end of yesterday. But this time, of course, Crispy's actually able to make it down the bloody stairs. Mag-bloody-nificent. I will say one thing that I have noticed about the robots, which is a little bit interesting, which is, most companions in this game, I believe all companions other than the robots here, basically, they have a sneak mode. When you go into sneak, they sneak. But as far as I can tell, just from like standing up and then going back down again, the robot doesn't appear to have a sneak mode, which is why the robot is not necessarily that. Don't put the bloody circular saw so close to my face, please. Circular saw down when it's just me. Yeah, the robot seems to be relatively a not subtle option. But never mind, let's see what we find here. So I can tell there's something around here. We've got loads of wibbly, lots and lots of wibbly everything on the brackets. Peek around the corner here. What have we got? Got a Mr. Handy Wrecker down there. Oh, we got a couple of things actually. And a Rust Devil. Alright, this works for me. One quick grenade down there. And that'll take care of them. Nice, that'll do a good bit of damage anyway. And you're already very badly damaged. One wrecker goes down. Straight on to the next. Lovely. And then we got one Rust Devil there. We'll go down to a single hit. First three enemies taken care of nice and quickly. We're in danger. We're in a relatively safe position right now. Oh, look at him just sliding down. Crispy, would you mind going ahead and taking care of whoever it is that might be charging us at this point? I just want to grab some drugs. Here we are. Oh, Crispy is just tearing them apart. Yes, indeed. Actually, I want to keep an eye on some of these guys' health while Crispy is... What was that noise? Was that some sort of mega weapon being activated? Because if so... And then we got one Rust Devil there. Just take him out. Yeah, I just want to find a big, tough enemy for Crispy to attack. Because if Crispy attacks... Oh, come on. Shoot Crispy to draw Crispy out. She's not very good at finding enemies. Let's just get some of this robot repair kit. I think I've already got a spiked plate, haven't I? Yes, let's see how the bleed damage does. Oh, what the heck? That is she tore that legendary apart. Oh. Legendaries explode. I learnt this at the end of last part. Somebody told me that. Also, I want whatever the hell that thing is. Yes, someone told me that in the comments. When it's robots, all legendaries explode. I didn't realise that. Alright, Crispy, head over in that direction and see whose attention you draw. Hopefully you'll get a few people's attention and we'll get to see just how powerful that bleed damage I've put on you does. How good is that? Okay, now, Mr. Handy Wreckers. We'll just take out one of them ourselves. Don't want her to be handling everything. Is that, that's a legendary. Careful of that, careful of that. Keep your distance from that. It's going to explode, apparently. Let's see if we can just keep our eye on the health there. And then we got ourselves... You're fighting... Just don't get it too close to me! I'm going to go take care of something else in case it explodes again. That is mutated. I need to find a way up to the top floor. We got more of it. I've picked it to... Ow! Stop it! You die. Apparently I'm in a bad position right now. Where is the... She's still taking on the legendary. I'm going to go for the turrets and whatever. Stairs. Can get up to the upstairs bit. Clear out the humans who are watching over this whole area. We got one Rust Devil there. One will take care of you. I think there was another up here, wasn't there? Oh, hello. Who else is shooting me? A legendary. Oh, did you flipping win? Oh, bloody hell if he just won. Right, get down here. Get back out of here for a second. Security gate close. I think that damn Dominator must have got a lucky hit in on my poor little Crispy. You know what? I'm hoping I'm just going to be able to tank the explosion. Get back, get back, get back. And wait for the explosion that didn't happen on this occasion. No explosion on this occasion? No? Yes, there was. Oh, and if you die while you've got the the throwing reticle, it's still there while you die. Apparently, I was still too bloody close. That's a big explosion. Right, this time stay way back and wait for it to explode. Yeah, legendary robots are a proper nuclear explosion thing. Gotta be careful. In fact, I think he might have just killed both his friends as well. Those have got, well, a hell of a blast radius on them. And he has given me the Lucky Flamer as well as a fusion core. Very nice. So the Lucky Flamer is critical shots do double damage, critical meter 50%. Okay, so yeah, the Lucky Prefix on a Flamer. That's alright. Not spectacular, to be honest. I can definitely live without it. Oh, and blimey, we've got an actual tank in here. As in like a traditional interpretation of a tank. Not like the little kind of assault vehicles with turrets we normally see in Fallout. That's very interesting. You don't see very many actual, like, traditional tanks in Fallout. That's very cool. Alright, through into the next section. And what have we got up here? Got a Servomet Ibok, but inactive and green. Something called Ahab that, from its position, could actually be the target by the looks of it. I'm not 100% sure. That's a Robobrain right there. That there, Ahab. I think that's a really, 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 really big Sentry Bot. Great. Well, let's just see how it goes. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be, speak to Jezebel. Who the heck is Jezebel? It's just a, yeah, little iBot locked in this here cage. Ah, Jezebel interview. Well, okay, whatever Jezebel is, let's learn more about her now.
Ivy wants me to find out what makes you tick. So let's get started.
There's no need for that. I certainly can discuss this rather unfortunate situation before it gets completely out of hand. You need information that's going to make your boss happy. I want to keep my brain in one piece. Maybe we can cut a deal.
Fine. I'm listening.
I'll tell you everything I know about my own construction. All the bits that Ivy wants to hear. And I promise you, she won't be disappointed. In return, you keep those tools away from me and put me back onto my body. You get what you want, and I don't get dissected like some kind of a laboratory experiment.
So the third Robobrain is presumably, therefore, the brain of a Robobrain is still living inside this machine right here. Now, this is all very interesting, because, of course, normally when we talk about Robobrains in Fallout, what we're really talking about is, yeah, we're mainly talking about machines that use the human brain as for its processing power potential, and nothing more. Whereas here, it seems like we're talking more about how the brain, Jezebel, maintains some sort of memory of her past self, or had achieved some sort of operational sentience of some description. Ooh, we've got stuff through here as well. This is almost more like the Robobrains of Point Lookout. Because Point Lookout Robobrains were more kind of like that, weren't they? Yeah, they were kind of more, the idea seemed to be that it was about preserving the human. Don't just run around, you idiot. Ah, this back room feels like it's got some good stuff in it. Oh dear, an Assaultron Devil. This is probably bad. I'm just going to help out my robot. Yeah, you can finish him off. You finish him off. I'll move on to this guy. Yeah, we've just upset a big pile of robots. Assaultron front primal plate. Okay, we're getting good stuff here. You know what, let's leave this area for now. I feel like we're accidentally cutting ahead here. This isn't a secret area. This is an area beyond where we're supposed to go. Let's have a chat to Jezebel and then clearly defeat a bloody massive Sentry Bot. Oh yeah, this thing is just going to wake up and cause trouble in a second. That's definitely happening. So we've got this here iBot that appears to be... This just appears to be a friendly iBot. It's not causing any trouble. It's not hostile to me. Do you want to be friends? I wouldn't mind making my own little version of Edie in this game if I'm allowed. So, Jezebel.
You don't look like one of the Rust Devils. What are you doing here?
And what happened to you, Sarcastic? I'm going to be sarcastic as usual.
Maybe I'm just a Rust Devil wearing a clever disguise.
Please, don't insult my intelligence. Why don't you just tell me why you're here? And why we're even bothering to have this conversation?
I'm after a radar beacon, so I already know what happened to you.
Hunting down a radar beacon.
A radar beacon? How very interesting. That's a very specific part to be searching for. And you don't look like the typical part scavenger type to me. I calculate a 98.8% chance that you're looking for the Mechanist. If I'm correct, and I usually am, then perhaps we can help each other with our respective predicaments.
Okay, what exactly are we talking about here? Yeah, I'm listening.
I'm listening.
How refreshing. Then allow me to explain. In order to find the mechanist, you're going to need more than just my radar beacon. You're going to need access to the facility. I'm willing to provide said access, but you'll have to fulfill 2 simple conditions. 1, you need to get me as far away as you can from these lunatics. And 2, find me a new body. Once both conditions are satisfied, I'll gladly provide you with everything you need. Do we have a deal?
Well, there's a giant Sentry Bot I wouldn't mind plugging you into, literally right behind me. Double cross me. Okay, so I wonder if there would be some sort of bonus result if I had high charisma, but that's totally not going to work. Yes, we have a deal, sure. Let's see how this plays out.
Deal.
A wise decision.
Okay, so can I just have you... Can I just take you now? Yep, we've taken that. Oh, that's caused problems. Hello. Let's just attack this with literally everything we've got then. Yeah, we are. Just smash it. Crispy, me and you just double team it. Double team the bastard. There you go. Get away from it now. Woohoo! Blimey. There we go. Okay, he actually went down pretty easy. He was... Actually, for a Sentry Bot, he was really squishy. That's almost surprising. So, what have we got here? We've got some ammo, flame fuel, robot repair kit, and, ooh, Sentry Ahab's helm. Whatever one of those is. I'm guessing that's a unique head variant. That's nice to have.
Watch the tripwires. I'd rather keep myself intact today, thank you.
I've already disabled the tripwire we came through here previously. This game does have problems with triggers. Triggers for early events triggering after they stop being relevant anymore. That does happen quite a bit in Fallout 4. Hopefully they will fix that over time. Now, how do we get up to the top floor? Because I've already cleared out this area. So there's a note about a disaster at Pioneer Park. Some big robot assembly dump yard or something. Which also has a Deathclaw in it. So got to be careful there, but my map's been updated. Oh no, the Deathclaw is definitely dead. The Deathclaw skull has been attached to... Oh, that'll be what the helm is. I can now put a flipping Deathclaw skull on the front of my robots. Beautiful. You know, you're probably lucky you didn't try and take Ahab against the Mechanist. It was pretty bloody flimsy. Alright, we definitely got something around here. Okay, we've got one Rust Devil up there. You're going to go down nice and easy, because Rust Devils basically seem to be one-hit kills things. Anything else in here? Doesn't seem like it. Got a terminal, which seems good. Oh, it's advanced. Darn. Whatever that is, presumably a way to turn off the security. We can't do it. Ah, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is too important not to. Bowling ball together with... Okay, go, 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 go. I'm so bad at bowling. And strike! Yes! I feel like that should be an achievement.
Based on my limited experience with you, I estimate a 65% chance of making it out of here. Not optimal. An increase in effort could have an impact on the odds.
Shut up, GLaDOS.
This is the one that ripped my head off. I demand we rip her head off. It's only fair.
When you say this is the one, who? Who exactly are we talking about here? Is there a person here? Because I don't see a person here. Soltron Totem. Disarm. Yeah, sure. Disarm that if it's dangerous. I still don't bloody see anyone in this entire room. Which is quite frankly unnerving, given I know there's definitely someone in here. Or supposed to be. Whoever the person was. The guy that we heard the tape from earlier. Oh, Ivy. Ivy says, hey. Oh, hello. You're oh dear. I'm gonna let you handle the demon. I'm gonna focus on Ivy for a bit, okay? Then, oh, she's tough. Luckily, we're gonna get more powerful, and we're getting a gear off her slowly. There you go. Oh yeah. Screw you. There you go. Luckily, the hammer knocked a few bits of her armor off, which made her a lot less terrifying than she would have been. What the hell was
I
that?
would have killed her myself. Oh, well.
Would Tesla armor. Oh my god, yes. Tesla bloody armor. So what have we got here? Some fusion cells, some stim packs, fine. So we've got some basic T6F. Ooh, a Tesla rifle. So that is, what's that a variant of exactly? Is that a variant of a plasma rifle? Fires an electrical discharge that arcs between targets. No, I think that's a unique weapon. Okay, so that's a new, unique weapon for this DLC. So, 33 damage, uses fusion cells, semi-automatic barrel, so it is a semi-automatic weapon, and electrical discharge for arcs between targets, so it can hit multiple targets at once. Intriguing, okay. And we also get a quick look at some of the sturdy robot gear. Sturdy robot gear, so the mid-level of robot gear doesn't look spectacular, to be honest. Basic at 16 and 8, that's okay, but not worth giving up the legendary effects that I've got. But more importantly, we do indeed have Tesla T60 torso and right arm. Oh, increases energy damage. Oh, it's kind of nice. But in some ways, it's not the best thing for me. I mean, it's badass, but it's not the best thing for me because I'm not really doing energy damage for the most part. Okay, at this point, we're massively overweight capacity, so we basically need to get out of here as quickly as possible, because right now I'm only carrying what I'm carrying, thanks to grilled Radstag, which is magnificent, but, yeah, I need to get out of here now. Ooh, but salvage Assaultron head somehow starred plus, charged by reloading repeatedly, the more damage, higher the charge irradiates user. Okay, so that's a type of, yeah, that's, wait, hang on. That's a flipping weapon. That's not a mod. Charged by reloading repeatedly. More charges the higher the damage. Irradiates the user. Okay, so you can sacrifice rad damage for more power. Interesting little gun. Alright, fine. And, ooh, an Assaultron blade. And a Mr. Handy Buzz blade. Assaultron blade. Medium damage, 113 base. Only weighs 3. A Mr. Handy Buzz blade weighs 10. Damage 33 very fast. Okay, well, I'm not sure exactly how that works, but alright. Ah, and I'm back to where we started. Except the thing is, I still don't have a flipping body for Jezebel. So I'm not quite sure what it is I'm supposed to do. Well, first things first, our first condition was just leave. So let's just leave and then we'll figure out the body in a minute.
Thank goodness we are out of that hole. Don't think your job is done. I refuse to cooperate until you provide a body that meets my standards.
Okay, so I can just build her a new body. That's fine. So first things first, let's have a little look-see at some of that stuff we just picked up there. So, the Assaultron blade, which honestly actually looks pretty flimsy at first glance. So, for example, Big Jim, who has been sufficiently flimsy, I haven't used him for a while, yeah. General Charles Revenge is medium at 178. Big Jim's at 139. Assaultron blade's only at 108. Can be increased to electrified, but honestly, that seems kind of weak. I don't really know what kind of the point of that is. Now, Mr. Handy's Buzzblade I can't really evaluate, because sure, it's only 31, but it's also kind of like a ripper or a chainsaw, I'm guessing. So that can also be upgraded to electrified for 32, 32 plus 22, with 2 blacksmith and 1 science. Sure, I'll give it a go. Why not? And suddenly, literally everyone decided to comment on that at once. Beautiful. Now, as for the Tesla rifle that was here, so this is quite a complex thing I won't be able to do much of. So with sufficiently high science, you can actually turn it into a pretty powerful hold to fire 130. And that's 130 with no investment whatsoever in any of the relevant perks. So that actually looks like it probably could be quite powerful. So that could be up to 130, and then it could also have a reflex sight on it, so it can't have a scope on it. You can't really treat it as a sniper rifle. Okay, that could be alright, but obviously it's not for me for this playthrough, but it could be okay. Now, one thing that's a little bit odd is the salvaged Assaultron head weapon literally doesn't show up. I can't make any modifications to it. It doesn't even show up on the crafting menu, so whatever that is, definitely can't make any changes to that. But that is, yeah, interestingly, a little weapon. So with the electrified Mr. Handy's blade, we've effectively got back the man opener, which is beautiful from Fallout 3, kill everything. So yeah, it just seems to go in front of you. Anything in front of you takes a large number of hits. We'll see how powerful that is. So if that's a lot more powerful than the minigun, it weighs about 1/3 of the weight. So it might do the same job with a lot less commitment on weight. Now, let's also just have a very quick look at their Tesla armor. So the basic Brotherhood of Steel T60B torso, 300, basically 300, 200, 300 with 500 health. This torso is, 300, 185, 300, 440 health. Increases, and all of it increases energy damage, which is really cool and badass. If you were doing an energy build, this would be really, really cool, but it's just not for me because, yeah, the basic Brotherhood of Steel T60B I've already picked up off the Brotherhood when I joined them in part 14 of No Guns. Yeah, it's already better in terms of damage resistance, and the benefits that I'm getting off it are just not very good. So sorry, you guys are going away, I'm afraid. So now, supposedly, I need to speak to Ada, who's wandered off in this direction. She decided to take guard duty today or something. Feels like she's very close to the front of the settlement. Ada, where are you? Yes, you're on guard duty today for some reason. Hello.
Here you go, Ada. The final radar beacon. I'll need that head back when you're done.
Of course. Shouldn't take but a moment. There you go. Still in one piece. I'm not sure why you want the head back. All we needed was its radar beacon. Besides, Robobrains are notorious for being, well, a real pain in the neck.
Oh dear. Well, you know what? We're going to be nice, I think. We're going to be totally nice because supposedly we need her help to get into wherever the Mechanist is hiding out.
We still need it, Ada. I believe it can help us access the Mechanist's facility.
Of course. It makes perfect sense that the Mechanist would not only keep its location a closely guarded secret, but would secure it against intrusion as well. I'm terribly sorry. I hadn't considered that possibility at all. I'm afraid when it comes to assisting humans, I'm not doing very well lately.
Why I say that, don't understand, you're not being helpful. Oh, well, I do understand. You've not actually done anything, really, but what are you actually going on about there?
Why would you say something like that?
Isn't it obvious? Ever since I let my friends die in that caravan, I feel like I've been failing in my duties. I chose the route we took the day we were attacked. Perhaps if I had selected an alternate route, they'd still be alive. Sometimes I wish that Jackson had programmed me with my personality mode set permanently to disabled.
Ah, are we getting to some form of moral choice here where I could actually deactivate her personality mode so she wouldn't feel guilty?
Your personality mode? What do you mean?
Most robots have a personality mode select available to them for their creator to utilize. Turn it on, and we're designed to talk and act more like a human. Turn it off, and we're no better than a mindless automaton. Jackson said he didn't think of me as a servitor robot. He treated me more like a friend. So he permanently set my personality mode to on. He said I should never lose my identity. I suppose I'm starting to think he was wrong.
Would it help if I were to smash you in the face with a hammer or an electrified Mr. Handyblade? Maybe that would deactivate your personality?
You shouldn't think that way. Your personality helps you think creatively.
I appreciate what you're trying to do. But it's obvious that having my personality mode on is causing me to make mistakes. I'll finish up my calculations while you deal with our new friend, Jezebel. Hopefully, she'll be able to grant us access to the Mechanist's facility and we can put an end to this nonsense once and for all.
So I'm guessing, yes, we need to build Jezebel a body. Now, is she going to be really bloody fussy about the body in question? Because she said it needs to meet her standards. Hoping that we do just get to, you know, build literally a basic body and it will all be absolutely fine. New Automatron. Yep, we've got all the materials we need right now. Make that. And then shove Jezebel's head on that. This mod cannot be removed. Yep, shove it on. So now Jezebel is on a basic Protectron. Is she now going to be happy or is she going to moan she needs more?
Interesting. This body you've selected for me isn't quite what I had envisioned, but it will have to suffice.
Let's just say for the sake of argument, I don't want to put you in anything too powerful in case you decide to kill all the humans.
So sorry, Your Highness. The Royal Tailor has been quite ill, and I'm afraid the task fell to me instead.
If you're attempting to use sarcasm as an intimidation tactic, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. Look, it's obvious we don't care for each other's company, which suits me just fine. So, why don't you ask me everything you wanted to know, and then I'll be on my way.
Very well, and leave if you want what's cooperative. Yeah, just tell me about the Mechanist.
Tell me everything you know about the Mechanist.
Now there's a fascinating subject. The Mechanist, amazingly adept at programming, a veritable genius with electronics. I'm not surprised you're interested. I've been dutifully carrying out the Mechanist's instructions to help the people of the Commonwealth for quite a long time.
So, yeah, helping. What do you mean by helping? Because we haven't seen any evidence of helping whatsoever so far.
Helping the people of the Commonwealth? You?
Absolutely. It's my primary directive. The Mechanist instructed me to seek out and help the people of the Commonwealth. By my calculations, the easiest way to help a human is simply to destroy it. There's no point in prolonging a laughably fragile life. It's the most efficient way to assist them. Any other effort to help tends to result in numerous complex side effects.
That's the sort of thinking right there that gave us Fallout 4 instead of Fallout New Vegas 2.
I don't think you understand the definition of help.
Help. To give or provide what is necessary to accomplish a task or to satisfy a need. I'm doing exactly as I was instructed. Assisting a human to the best of my abilities only affords a 25% survival rate. That means there's a 75% chance that despite my efforts, the human I'm assisting will die from something beyond my control. Therefore, it's better to hasten the human's death and put them out of their likely chance of misery than to deplete my limited time. It's actually quite elementary, but given your minimal intellect, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you don't understand.
Oi, I'm Professor Bacon, thank you very much.
And you're going to be a brain pate if you don't tell me how to access the Mechanist facility.
There's no need to be rude. It's rather simple, really. In order to gain entry to the Mechanist facility, you're going to need to outfit one of your robots with an MSAT modification. I'll upload the plans to your Pip-Boy device. There. I've fulfilled my portion of our agreement. Perhaps I'll remain here for a while and see how things resolve between yourself and the Mechanist. Purely for my own amusement, of course. I suspect you'll have quite a tale to tell once you return. But then again, I'd be surprised if you ever return at all.
Well, aren't you just bloody lovely? Headhunting has been completed. Nice little experience dump there. Lovely. Jezebel. Oh, I feel good that I've given her a crappy body that just kind of stumbles around incredibly slowly. Right. Restoring order. Ah. Looks to me like that there is pretty much the final confrontation. But before we go and speak to Ada, I think I've got some work to do on Crispy. Ah, and I've started unlocking a whole huge amount of more armors for my flipping robot's armor as well. So I can increase the amount of damage resistance and bleed simultaneously. Plus, I can add more spikes on. Yes, I would say a barbaric spiked plate is just the bloody thing. But before I go any further, I'm apparently desperately low on adhesive, because I just used up a fair bit of my adhesive building flipping Jezebel's body. Well, alright, that's very easy to fix, actually. In fact, I'm almost glad we've touched on this, because while I've mentioned it before, I've never actually shown it off. So at a cooking station, head down to the bottom option and you will see vegetable starch. I know most of you will know this, but there'll be a few people that won't. Vegetable starch is produced by using corn, mute fruit, potato and purified water. Again, very easy to just gather, even if you kind of haven't been growing your own. Basically, you'll be wanting to turn many of your settlements into farms purely for these four things. But if you haven't, they're relatively easy to get hold of anyway. What the... Oh my goodness, it's Christmas Day! Just take a seat here and then do some waiting and you shall see. If you wait now, the date in-game is the 25th of December. And on the 25th of December... Diamond City, I'd heard of this, I'd never seen it before, goes Christmassy. It is, they lay the Christmas lights out, there are Christmas trees set up. I don't believe anyone actually mentions it in any way. No one actually kind of, you know, says Merry Christmas to you or anything, but yeah. Christmas trees and Christmas lights and stuff. Yes, okay, don't forget why I'm actually here. The reason I'm actually here is because, despite the radiation storm, which is very unfortunate, of course, there is a whole bunch of stuff here. You can harvest anything you want. No one really minds you harvesting and basically taking fruit. So in Diamond City, there's a fair bit of mute fruit sitting around. There's also some potatoes right here. Other side, even more mute fruit all over the shop. Absolutely bloody loads of it. You know, if nothing else, just come here and you can create your own mute fruit fields very, very easily back in Sanctuary Hills. All the potatoes in the world, all the mute fruit in the world. There is, yeah, huge amounts of all of this right here. Now, as for corn, it's a little bit harder to get hold of. I'm not saying it's hard to get hold of in the slightest. I'm just saying it's harder to get hold of than potatoes or mute fruit. Grey Garden's probably the easiest. Very close by to ArcJet system, so relatively easy to get hold of in that case. There is a good source of corn here. It's not a huge amount, but it is enough to get you started, certainly. Another good corn location is Breakheart Banks, which is probably a location a few of you are not so familiar with on the map. We're up in the northeast here. That is it right there. There's Greentop Nursery, which some of you will be more familiar with, and there's Linwood. So it's kind of between those two. Lots of corn just sitting around here. Probably more than you'll find in Grey Garden, actually, though it is super mutant territory, so be a little careful. So, add together all that corn, all that mute fruit, all the water that I just got straight out of my purifier for free. And we can just make vegetable starch, vegetable starch, vegetable starch, all the vegetable starch. Lovely. We can make, how many is that? We just made, I think 6 of those. So thanks to that little trip that really could be done in just a few minutes if you already have the locations, or if you've already got your own corn, mute fruit and potatoes planted at Sanctuary Hills, you can do any time you want, and I would strongly recommend therefore you do turn all your settlements into farms purely for those 3 foodstuffs. Just kind of get that, and we're straight up from having no adhesive to having 30. By the way, using that adhesive, I've decided to make some small changes to Crispy. Hello, Crispy! So this is the new Angel of Death Crispy. I decided to put the Assaultron chest piece on, because the Assaultron chest piece does allow a head. And a head means I can have a sentry head, and that means I can have Ahab's helm on, which basically means I'm allowed to have a Deathclaw skull robot. That, to be honest, while I love the wings, I really do like the wings. The wings are quite nice. They are bonus bleed damage. Yeah, they're bonus bleed damage during melee attacks. I think this might actually be a bit too much. I'm not 100% convinced on it. I do think I like that better. I actually think that's actually cooler with the huger number of spikes kind of surrounding the already spiky eye. I prefer that to the Deathclaw skull. That's just a little bit over the top. Anyway, first things first, I think I need to speak to Ada about a special piece I need to equip onto Crispy. Though I suspect I need to get information from her about it before I can apply it. So I need an MSAT, whatever that is.
I need to outfit a robot with something called an MSAT. Jezebel gave me the plans.
A custom modification that acts as a key to the Mechanist facility. Very smart. In fact, chances are high the MSAT may be required for multiple access points, like a robot identification card. As for my task, I was able to decrypt the signal with the final radar beacon. The source is coming from a Robco sales and service center, most likely a front for a larger operation. It's time to take the offensive. Have you formulated a plan?
Any ideas? I'll improvise, confront the Mex. I'll just improvise, it'll be fine.
I'm not sure. I'll improvise when I get there.
Yes, the actual confrontation will allow you to make a more educated decision. Now, if you're ready, I believe you have an MSAT to install.
So, Crispy, you need to get yourself a special mod, the MSAT, which requires... it does require a few bits and pieces, but very, very easy to get hold of ones. Yes. Done. I kind of feel that I've accidentally created an evil version of the robots from Portal here, but never bloody mind. Ah, and I was just doing some improvements to my armor there, and I happen to have leveled up to level 27. May as well do that now. Ah, perfect bloody timing. Level 27 is the exact level where Big Leagues 4 happens to open up. So, not only am I getting another 20% bonus damage to all my melee weapons, but also my melee damage is now doing an arc of effect in front of me. Very, very cool indeed. That puts the Furious Super Sledge base up to 275 plus 53. 53 energy on top of that 275, because the 275 wasn't a bloody enough. General Chow's Revenge is almost at 200 and also does another flipping 50% on top of that. So that's actually basically at 300. In fact, I should probably be using that a lot more at the moment. Meanwhile, Rockfield Slug is at 220 with a slightly ridiculously low action point cost as well. So glorious. And the Mr. Handy Blade up to, bloody hell, a very fast weapon with 34 plus an extra 23 on top of that. I want to go and test that out right the hell now. So let's go find something to kill. But I'd say let's also stick in the Automatron spirit. We were told in that base on Ivy's computer that there was a place here, a particular scrapyard that's only shown up on my map because she flagged it to me. And it's here, just to the southwest of the radio station I was at last part. So let's go explore this. This is where the Deathclaw that did become the head of Ahab was living. But obviously because his skull's there, he's already been killed. But potentially could there be a nest or something here? Who knows? Alright, here we are. Just hop the fence here. And this is a Robotics Pioneer Park. This was... it's just ghouls here at the minute. Oh, blimey, you are just murdering ghouls, aren't you? So there's definitely a few ghouls dotted around. Got to be a little careful of them, but... kind of curious what the deal is with this pond and the tree in the centre. That's intriguing. Hello, would you like to charge at me like a bloody idiot? Because I'd be really happy if you decided to. Oh dear, you died instantly. How about anyone else? Anyone else want to charge me like an idiot? Hello? You, stalker. You're one of the slightly tougher ones. You want to try? No, you want to die immediately. Lovely. Another stalker right here. She's trying to... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to accidentally shock you. Got another one here. Yeah, you just charge into the blade, why don't you? Go on. There you go. Will you stop running? Okay, I think the problem is both me and Crispy are melee guys, which means occasionally we are running into each other's blades. And then... Oh, blimey. We've got round here all the flipping robots in the world, including all the different types. All the different types of robot. The kind of the construction bot, and the fire bot, and the first aid bot, and the police bot. Oh, that's really cool. Let's get them all activated. Protectrons on Parade overview. Oh my goodness, they just do it automatically. Thursday and Friday 5 to 7, Saturday and Sunday 10 to 3. Just need to find like a seat or something to get to the right time so I can witness these guys on parade. Oh, hello. That's a legendary Deathclaw then. Furious Super Sledge, it's time for you to prove your bloody worth. Crispy's going in for it. Time for you to perish, says Crispy. That is bloody optimistic of ya. She's doing alright, actually. Right, get in there and hit him a few times. Oh, yeah. He's actually pretty... Oh, yeah. Of course, he evolves. Don't forget, he evolves. Okay, Crispy, get in there. Go on, Crispy, I believe in you. Go on, Crispy. Go on, Crispy. Come on, Crispy. Crispy, he's... Oh, no, he's going for me. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Use Vat's defense. Use Vat's defense. Oh, beautiful. He goes down. Bloody hell. Right, you better give me something good. You are a legendary Deathclaw. No, not the Hub Flower. Hunter's powerful hunting rifle. Well, it's appropriate. That's actually not a terrible thing. Obviously, it's not for me. But like a hunter, like any of the ones that are like ghoul slayers, hunters, etc. They're all okay. They're worth having. I'm still in caution, by the way. Also, there's a mention of a backup Protectron unit. Oh, you bastard Deathclaw. You killed the backup Protectron unit. Meanwhile, the Brotherhood are just chilling out over here. Thanks for the help with the Deathclaw, guys. They've definitely got the right... I think, yeah, it's generally gone wrong in lots of ways, in fact. Yeah, I think they may have picked a fight with some tougher enemies than they were planning to there. I love how just often in this game, they just... Oh, hello! You got a Super Mutant Butcher. Ah, they picked a fight with some Super Mutants. You are the least stealthy I've ever seen. I'm just standing here hidden, and they're just shooting at Crispy. Let's go in and see if I can find... If it's just one Butcher, this might be a really good test for this weapon. See how good it is. How many what have we got there? Yeah, I think I can only see one Butcher. Screw it, let's just head in there. Oh no, there's definitely more than one. There's a Mutant Hound in there too. Well, whatever's left, Crispy's back up on her feet, so that works for me. We're the futures, they say. Hello, where are you? Hello, future. Where are you? Come on. There we go. No. Come back over here. No, I'd leave some for me, you bastard. There you go. Well, it just seemed to cut through him pretty quickly. Oh, an Enforcer that way. Oh my goodness, she's torn an Enforcer to shreds. Enforcers are normally pretty bloody tough. Blimey, you are a beast now, Crispy. Okay, so here's the slightly annoying thing, which is it told me that there were the Protectrons on display at given times based on day of the week. But I can't find any way of checking what bloody day of the week it is. I've got a date there, so I know, for example, right now it's the morning of the 28th of December, 2287, and if I wait, it just tells me the same thing. So I'm just going to go quickly calculate what day of the week the 28th of December 2287 is. Hang on. Okay, so the 28th of December 2287 will be a Wednesday, and it said that the Protectrons on parade were between 5 and 7 PM on Thursdays and Fridays. So if I just sit here in this here patio seat next to, you know, all the gore bags for 24 hours... and then for another, 8 or 9 hours or something, then we will actually be in a position to see the Protectrons on display. Assuming they are still going on display. I really hope they are. Okay, it's now 5:30 in the afternoon on a Thursday. That means if we now go straight back to the area we were just in, the Protectrons are supposed to be on display right now. Come on. Please be on display. Please. You said Thursday and Friday between 5 and 7. You said. Protectrons don't seem to be on display. What is this? Why would you lie? Okay, maybe I need to all activate them. Maybe they just all need to be activated. Activate all the units. Crispy, get out of the way. Crispy, do not block them. Crispy! Crispy, no! Parade. You better all be about to go on parade. You bastards. I think I've seen the... Well, I've seen the medical one in, like, loading screens before. I don't think I've ever actually seen him actually in action. The game's struggling a bit. It doesn't like... possibly it doesn't like all these different lighting effects and all these different protectrons, because my frame rate has definitely dropped a tiny bit. Oh my goodness, they're about to come onto the stage. Please tell me you're about to do a show about protectrons. My life will be complete if you're about to do a little protectron song and dance routine. Please. Oh, they've just decided to they've just come straight off the stage. They just stood on the stage, now they're just jumping off the stage again. That's really disappointing. You know, these grenades just carry around but never seem to get any use out of. Yeah, I think we're going to get use out of one of them. Plasma grenade! Never even seen one of these before. Oh, very nice. Crispy, go and finish him off. Go on, Crispy, you got this. I believe in you. Right, support, support, support. And utility protectron. And you. And you. There we go. Dead. Dead. Screw you. You lied. You were supposed to be doing a really awesome job, but you didn't. Oh, thank you, Crispy. There you go. That's nice. On the plus side now, at least I can get some nice, ooh, cryo stuff. Nice. Oh, yes, I'd heard that before. Because this is the firefighting protectron, if you kill the firefighter protectron, you can get some cryo ammo. It's one of the very few places in the game you can actually get cryo ammo. Meanwhile, railway spikes come out of the utility one, and the this medical one is fairly boring and uninteresting. Screw you! There you are. Oh, you can actually cut the heads off using the circular saw. Crispy, I'd back off if I were you. This blade isn't ready for you. Yeah, you can actually chop the heads off if you want to. Beautiful. So they are still taking damage even now. So yeah, you can just hack their armor off. Very cool. Yeah, you can actually remove their armor piece by piece. It actually is taking damage. It doesn't have like a proper, you know, corrosion or breaking off effect, but eventually you can just shatter all the armor off them. That's really cool. Well, that's the rapid spinning thing. It's okay, but it can't stun anywhere near as effectively as the plasma modified minigun thingy. So I'd probably keep using that, to be honest. I'm not desperately impressed by the Mr. Handy's buzzsaw. Although actually, as it would appear that Crispy's not a beast, there is one thing I do need to go and do. So back here at Boston Common, and someone told me that actually here in this pavilion, there was actually a comic book that I completely missed. There was a Grognak the Barbarian there. Very, very useful. Probably leave that place now that it's full of rads. And yeah, that's good. That's all I wanted to get. No. Swan, me and you have a bloody score to settle, you bastard. So this time, I've brought an amazing killbot with me. So I'd say, first up, we actually let Flipping Crispy have a go at Swan all by herself. And I can move into support if need be. So just wake her up. Put a grenade right there. Very nice. Now, you've woken up, and now he goes in and gets to Swan. I'm told Swan is like, oh my goodness. What the bloody hell did you just do to Swan? Wow. Okay, you're doing pretty well. Does a lot of damage, mind. No, go and attack Swan. Go and attack Swan. Attack Swan. Look how Swan's right there. Go attack. Attack, attack, attack. Oh, never mind. You don't want to. Just go for it. Ow, that's me. Fine. Furious Super Sledge. What are you going to be able to do? Not enough. Remember, kids, when in doubt, inject yourself with mysterious serums. I've also crafted some Psycho Buff. Normally, Psycho Jet is better in my opinion, but Psycho Buff does give you the highest increase in damage output. You just lose the slow time effect. But if we're going to do this in VATS to make sure we get the maximum effect out of the Furious, so we can get 3 hits in a row, Psycho Buff for +3 strength and damage 25% is the better. So we'll do a shot of that, and then go, 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 go. So hit, second hit, third hit. Almost dead! Go! Yes! Ha 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 ha! Ah, beautiful. Crispy, you helped a little bit. To be honest, I think I did most of the work there. I think I did indeed. So, fusion cells, railway spikes, loads of boat fragments. That's an excellent source of crafting materials. Some rat poison for no well-explained reason. Heavy metal chest piece. Now that's interesting. I think that's the first instance we've actually had of heavy, which is the final stage. It goes like just normal up to sturdy, and then heavy, which is the top level. And then the furious power fist, which is completely... Actually, that's not even that bad for my character, despite being, yeah. I'm almost surprised it's that high. Sorry, it's not actually that high. It just artificially looks that high because I'm currently under the influence of Mysterious Serum and Psycho Buff. So all of my weapons are ridiculously high right now. Yeah, right now my Furious Super Sledge is 452 a swing. Oh, perfect. Now, I think did I actually bother to collect the stuff that was in his house last time? I can't remember if I actually did or not. I know there's a little bit of stuff there. Yes, I know there's rads. Nothing major there, to be honest. More of the can't get those guys. That's just more rads. Yep, nothing particularly interesting there. Just a whole bunch of rads. Very nice. So as Swan finally meets his maker, ladies and gentlemen, on that bombshell, I think we are going to end this off just for now. Sorry, there's a lot more kind of tinkering and playing and fun new toys to play with in this DLC than I was anticipating. So actually it's taking me a little bit longer than I was originally thinking to get through this. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we will head to the Lab of the Mechanist, figure out what's going on there, defeat him, and put an end to this menace once and for all. Though, I don't know, maybe there's a fun twist to be had yet. I don't know. Certainly, the robots seem to think they're doing the right thing, but maybe they are just doing that old traditional, oh, you even chained this thing. That's nice. Someone tried to chain up the park so no one will be stupid enough to come in here. Beautiful. And a little club here and everything. Nice. So all of that's tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been Fallout 4 Automatron. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Has he got nipple tassels on? There is nothing less intimidating than a fat bloke with nipple tassels. I wouldn't kill him. We're standing on top of a pool of oil and he's holding a torch. I'm fighting the same guy 3 times at the moment. It is actually the same bloke. It's cocking Scotland, not the waste beyond the wall. This isn't Game of Thrones, it's just Britain.